abusia nanse ntem mokamia ese amanfo bebre na asa atwe wo madwen e de akọ eye dollar no eso ebi twese ase dollar na hoode cedi no ahoode no ba fom na dollar no san egeni na hoode no ebiem na san komotwetwe we ekoso ne ade ni ebi krache mu se afa no mahu se dollar no to cedi no rate no enye real asa ebi etete kra se bank World Bank for ne IMF for ababete Bank of Ghana warnings so munjai so mu disike rewre mu ni ade no ebi se de omoye no enye real but that's sorry ya Bank of Ghana governor wodi nsembia ababetu mountain for this whole dollar issue ade aya ka ho asem saa every man penny na the down kwa kufu ado penso mekai se matena channel we so kra kasansem we severally but ye hu hwe na sese ndc for aba na Bank of Ghana for governor bechirim se sa na ye be ye na mana boade a ene amafo beche say this is a good thing omu chirema efri na kwen ye mpese ye beti so obi ton bibi in Dallas ana obi kwa koto bibi in Dallas yeti kroma ukoto danya in Dallas ukotua feesa in Dallas o bo wakra o bo ni in Dallas bi se bibia ya Dallas o say I just say people that are registered to say ya de omafa eyi ya hwehwemu ya bibia bi ansa na bia yebetimi akasesa ni pande ma ne kwan ama na trade in Dallas now why you de beto mountain so na that screens so say Bank of Ghana notice to banks and the general public unauthorized foreign exchange transaction ATM pe say ye be so obi ni obi edidwa e wo dollar mu Ghana ha cedi ni edi mu manhwemu ni cedi now so the Bank of Ghana reminds the public that unlicensed or unauthorized dealings in forex activities into bracket black market transactions, pricing, stroke quoting, advertising, issuing receipts, receiving and or making payments for goods and services in foreign currency, particularly the United States dollars in Ghana, are strictly prohibited under the Foreign Exchange Act 2006, Act 723. So much remember. And call black market akosisando ye ni hobiem usi wudan emfa dollars enkoto so enkosi dan embetro $270,000 yentimi yenje sa de ni ntumo Ghana hanum say and I want to me Kotena TV so yes and we have a company and our trading is done in dollars untimi yes and I want to me throw receipt mobi and in dollars there be and out to me receive payment. Say wabet my better idea or wanna mutual comes mutual kind dollars they be ebi new sa. She says I then you trim Ghana ha untimi mbesa. Now since institutions both public and private and individuals engaging in such practices are hereby directed to immediately cease and desist. Inti mwa munim say mudi dwa ewo US dollars mo Ghana krodwe ma munim se cedi ni edi no yesi munyan. Now also, the Ghana cedi remains the only legal tender in Ghana. Accordingly, no resident of Ghana, unless duly licensed or authorized by the Bank of Ghana, shall price, advertise, invoice, receive, or make payment in their foreign currency for goods or services, including but not limited to. Into Chema, Ghana has ya jia tumusi ebedino cedis. Obi eni wo kwan se odi sika foforo bia bedidwa ana odi bedin san so okrom ha age se nipa enkrata ama ne kwan se obetimi edidwa se eba ne school fees eba no se ye ton ana ye rent car eba ne se ye ton ana ye rent real estate adan ni ade airline ticket ye tu kwan ticket ni ade domestic contract ebi akofa contractor bi afi US abagana ebia se ucha in dollars because ono na adwuma no obe charge woni krom sikem retail shopping online sales hotel accommodation ajisa safo ni nyina ye de o ma fankrata mu a register o mo saf unya sa registration dia uwo school na ye register wa untimi nkonko charge school fees in dollars or real estate ye register untimi nkonko ton real estate ni in dollars there be ebi ni honum sa. Now, say foreign currencies invoices may be issued only to expatriates or non-residents and proceeds from such transactions shall be paid into a foreign exchange account with any licensed bank. Exchange rates quoted and applied on invoices must reflect prevailing market rates of commercial banks and be benchmarked against the Bank of Ghana's published reference rate and not arbitrarily determined. Into muchirema, si ebetimi assign invoice bi ama obi a dollar wo mu na se nipa no onye Ghana ni. If you are mindful for so na aba. Ena enu mpo no enye bank bia na betimi a just a bank a sebe ya license so betimi a daily in exchange rate. And exchange rate no the Ghana Commercial Bank de aba no. Bank of Ghana de aba na obedi so enye de wo pe. Aha. And the bank further emphasizes that foreign exchange remains transferable through the banking system for legitimate external payment, subject to applicable regulatory threshold and commercial banks' internal processes. In this, omuchirema, no sa foreign exchange, amine fufro, esikani adiena, was say a fa kwan krojin so ni edichechi akani bibia, obi entimi faculty kwan biaso. Now, the Bank of Ghana will continue to enforce compliance, and violators would be subject to sanctions and appropriate legal actions in accordance with Act 723, signed Secretary. And since Omuchema, they say they are so trained why the bank of wa ebebu Bank of Ghana and she no eso. Abushia for Sabre de pese yin na yetitian yetiti krumanum say ni enkotade or dollars. How? Yentimina Kromani pesiekucha skufini ekucha in Dallas. How? Is a Bank of Ghana sitting tone time. The battle has ended. Emobia entredi. Ewo foreign currency BMO. I just say yama hu kwai ansa obetimi ayede aye. Ubu mrano soa ehu asotwen eda ho etwen. Nana, I think this is a good initiative.
It is. I think so, over the past years, we've been talking about this because now the CD is gaining, the CD is losing, the dollar is gaining weight. So then the interventions, good, oil, your furnace,
good for oil.
Yeah, good for oil. Also, the good. We are increasing our foreign reserves and our foreign reserves. Using gold, so you are increasing our national reserves, our currency reserves using gold. No gold, no iron price, no a bit stable than currency. The intermake and gold even appreciates in value until 1 bar of gold now over 10,000 cedis. And in the next 10 years, the bar of gold price will go up. The 10,000 cedis will depreciate. So it's very better for a country to hedge their reserves in gold. But then the issue here is we also want a stabilized currency. Okay. And the way our dollar, no, once in a dollar, a jump pay, we didn't just swim to 11 CD, 20 pesos. No. That shows an intervention. So it will work. Interventions are binding to, and it is working. But for how long can we continue to hedge the CD with so much money and so much intervention? IMF has sounded the alarm. Say, the more money too bebre do. IMF say more currency no as a more sachet mudodo. Ati asinti forest chinchina no more manipulate IMF account, World Bank so account. So now I think say Bank of Ghana we say no we be do no president enenam ene opesika obe chin IMF ne World Bank no be san akọ nti nko ne aka che say country no wo chin currency nti ne relax ne kakra be relax no eno nche say per say enkodu a friend is saying 15 cities. What you say, I say be do cry 13 city 50 pesos and you're bad. But then one thing a bit my money do 13 city 50 pesos a be standard for the next 4 years. So these interventions. I've been to a hotel and they charge me in dollars.
And they die you.
If I could GG cry, there are many lands.
Fees in dollars.
What I say, I say a cars in dollars near the other. And because of that, it's crowed by dollars near the ABBR. We need to use dollar as a hedge because the most the popular currency and the most currency which is the currency that's being used more. But then say who overuse now you devalue your currency. So Bank of Ghana bringing a letter doesn't really do this, doesn't do justice. What you need to do is to
hit the floor.
Hit the floor. Get about 2,000 people. More like a shops, these restaurants, these hotels, these pubs. These car dealers, schools. What you say to corner J from na no way so okay see ano nkofo we air charging dollars now I hit it on them. Aside from that, one go online ukogg.com.ga there are cars in dollars. There are certain lands in dollars. Houses so bad. What you say? We need to take action on these people. We need we use somebody as a scapegoat. What you say? So that is a very. I like the way Mahama is doing everything, but I think say enforcing the rule and enforceability, you know, that is something that we need as a people. Yeah, right now. But he's doing a very, very great job.
For not just say. Mama born home but yeah, she say enforcement we never call very tight and harder. Na yetimi a very positive result. You because we didn't same way. You update.